They're now racing. Johnny Ritzer was slow. Algeta gets away fairly well, and so too closer into Space Race. Algeta might cross. Blue and Curly up handy early too. They'd be followed through then by Big Time Jet getting around the first bend. Tricky Gale's gone down at the first bend. Where's Johnny Ritzer? It's back last. Corborn Keisha just ahead of it. Down the back goes Algeta by 2 lengths. Space Race is giving chase, and Big Time Jet around the outside. 2 lengths back to Corborn Keisha. Johnny Ritzer getting a move on now, but far too late. Further back to Blue and Curly, and Tricky Gale's running the right way, and about 20 lengths behind them. Algeta turns first. Space Race trying hard the inside, then Big Time Jet. Algeta wins the first from Space Race. Big Time Jet. Johnny Ritzer got to 4th, then Corborn Keisha, Blue and Curly, and a good way back to Tricky Gale, who came to grief at the first bend, but she appears to be okay. And racing, Boston Blaze, a stride slow now, boots up the inside because excessive speed missed it badly. Coming out quickly was Missy Sloy to chase the leader. They'll be followed by Agent Jorge around the outside, then to All the Rage. Back and behind runners then to Jump and Sally. Get back the others headed by excessive speed. Well back to the corner, You're on Fire and All the Cocoa. Up comes Boston Blaze, trying very hard. All the Rage down the outside. Boston Blaze just lasted. From All the Rage, Jump and Sally got to 3rd ahead of Agent Jorge. Followed across then further back in the race by Missy Sloy. Back towards the rear then we had excessive speed. And well back to All the Cocoa, You're on Fire. So they're now racing. Flying Trance comes out running, working, gets into its work early, and so does No Romeo. Round the outside comes Show 'em Baby, 10k down, just back and behind these, and hunts the rail. Further back in the race then we've got Black Trigger, and last of all is Calmrita. Up to the corner comes Flying Trance, is out by 4 to 5 lengths. No Romeo the inside of working, Show 'em Baby down the outside, and 10k down diving through. Easy win here for Flying Trance. Working to 2nd, and 10k down dash to 3rd ahead of Show 'em Baby and No Romeo. Black Trigger behind them, and always toiling Calmrita. Nearly there for race 4, first leg of a new treble, and racing. What's Up G hops out well. Thanks Charlie the inside joins it. Paddy Baxter and Parr get into their work early too. Crossing over and behind them would have been Matisse, and settling last was Corborn Logan. And at the back goes What's Up G and puts 4 to 5 on Parr, could be the danger. 3 lengths back then we've got running along in 3rd place Paddy Baxter. 2 lengths back behind that to Matisse. Well back Corborn Logan, thanks Charlie. What's Up G going nicely by 4. Parr trying very hard. Further back to Paddy Baxter, Matisse, Corborn Logan. Bit of a procession here. What's Up G will score. Parr got within 2 lengths at the line. Paddy Baxter 3rd. Then Matisse followed over by Corborn Logan, and gap back to Thanks Charlie dropped out to a distant last. They race Piggyback to fair break. Kiwi Girl gets into its work early. Stay Young blows off the lids nicely going into the first bend, but Piggyback's going to get right onto its back, and Renee Ranger's up and around the outside. Kiwi Girl hunts the rail. About 3 lengths back then as they work into the back by Lochinvar Brando. And further back in the race then we've got Kiki Road over on the outside of Feel the Vibe. Down the back they go, and Piggyback's taken over by 2 lengths. Renee Ranger gives chase. Stay Young 2 lengths away third. They'd be followed around the quarter then by Kiwi Girl. The others can't be in it. Lochinvar Brando heads them. Into the straight they come. Kicking hard is Piggyback driving through. Stay Young's out. Finish Piggyback. Stay Young from Piggyback. Condition just gave out a little on Renee Ranger, but a good third nonetheless. Then Lochinvar Brando, Kiwi Girl, and the last 2 home, Feel the Vibe, Kiki Road. And they race and pop some tags as slow. A tyre blows the lids to the inside from Gina Mack, and up and around the outside there we've got Kinetic Rio. Driving through between runners now as Pop some tags and sets out after a tyre. They'll be followed back by All the Milk getting well back in the field. Then we've got Cold Turkey, Farboy back. Gina Mack's been spat out the back. Up they come. A tyre still in front. Pop some tags can't pick it up. A tyre beats Pop some tags. Third to go by was Lost in Light. Then Kinetic Rio. No third or fourth tonight. Then we had All the Milk, Cold Turkey. And the last couple there, Farboy backs the Gina Mack. They race Brighton Bullet a fair break the inside with Corborn. Phillip really clever gets into trouble earlier. Mammy Brown crosses them. Riley's mate tries to get between runners, and Indiana Izmir hunts up the inside and could be dangerous from there. Mammy Brown out by 4. Brighton Bullet gives chase 2 lengths back third. Then Indiana Izmir gaps back the others. Pink Bouquet driving past that. Corborn Phillip. Riley's mate's in a lot of trouble, so's really clever. And no chance. Fancy Tip across the top comes Mammy Brown. How's the condition? Brighton Bullet looms up the outside, and Indiana Izmir charges the inside. Brighton Bullet over the top. Indiana Izmir late. Brighton Bullet by a head from Indiana Izmir. Mammy Brown again third, but she's missed the final. They'd be followed over by Corborn Phillip. A pretty good run then. Riley's mate further back then. Pink Bouquet, Fancy Tip, and really clever got castled early. And they race. Away well with Stiff Drink. Lady Annabella drives hard the inside, and Senorita Chang goes with them up and around the outside. Homebush Limbo. Homebush Lignite hunts the rail quite nicely here. It's a bit of a log jam. So right in amongst it was Addicted and Belcara as they sweep up towards the corner. And skirting clear is Lady Annabella. Goes a bit wide. Stiff Drink tries to come hard with Homebush Lignite. Lady Annabella, Stiff Drink, Homebush Lignite third. They'd be followed across then by Addicted. A pretty good run then we would have had. Belcara back behind those runners with Senorita Chang, who was in the party early. And fairly well back then, Homebush Limbo. It's a doll. Racing 8 too much, a nice break with Janik. That'd be followed over on the outside then by Big Time Dasher, and Winning Knocker goes up and does cross them going into the first bend. Ginger Rango hunts through along the inside midfield. That'd be followed trying to get around the outside of them. Big Time Dasher, No Class has got back but starts to sneak past the couple. Ginger Rango's been shuffled right out of it with Big Time Dasher as they race down the back straight. And skying along in front here is Winning Knocker, giving chase though, and up and around the outside comes Janik. Looks very dangerous. That'd be followed back and behind them by No Class, and further back to 8 too much. Janik at 8 too much, driving through on the inside. No Class got up to beat Janik. A tremendous performance and dashing to third. Indy rode a huge run. That'd be followed back and behind those runners. Winning Knocker, who did knock up and then 8 too much. And well back in the race we had Ginger Rango, and Big Time Dash was well back with Sasha's 1. Here now into racing. Run Lacey Run, just a fair break, and Starla hops out very nicely, and Armed Forces drives through along the inside. Run Lacey Run whips into third. They'd be followed back and behind these runners then by Power Sister, then Nitro Lewis trying to run into the race. Well back in the race then to Just a Boy and Miss Sweet and Vicky's Quest. Up to the corner they come. Sweeping to the lead was Armed Forces. Right down the outside, Run Lacey Run, Armed Forces. From Run Lacey Run, Nitro Lewis got to third, and Starla fourth and qualifies for the final. Then Power Sister. Further back in the race, Just a Boy, Miss Sweet, Vicky's Quest. Racing out wide, Riggs a fair break. Power Swede was slow. Very quick away was Fancy Dasher, drives to the lead. Riggs comes after it, and pushing through on the inside would have been Benny Rocks around that first bend. They'd be followed by Ninjago in fourth spot. They'd be followed back in the field as they split into 2 divisions. No Attempt starts to chase out after them. Back behind those runners then to Graduation. No chance from there. Check the Mail well back and getting past those two. Power Swede can't qualify from there. Across the top they come. In front and chasing hard Fancy Dasher. Riggs looms up the outside and sweeps on by. Benny Rocks through on the inside, and down the outside No Attempt. Riggs goes on to score. Game runs second there. Fancy Dasher will qualify. No Attempt to third. Then Benny Rocks, Ninjago. Further back in the race then we would have had Opawa Swede, Graduation and Check the Mail. Nearly there, racing, Leadfoot Linear, fair break the inside, coming out quickly would have been Dalek Khan, trying to get past that the outside, Wild Punting, Fiery Dancer hunts the inside rail, be followed through then by Avert, Fly Canary Flies getting back in the field, and well out the back there we would have had Superior Izmir with B-Rabbit just ahead of that. Up they come, Wild Punting the inside, right down the outside, Leadfoot Linny, Wild Punting, Leadfoot Linny, then very tight third, fourth and fifth. Maybe Avert from Dalek Khan and Fiery Dancer not too far away, but photos to confirm. And back behind those runners then, Superior Izmir was well back with Fly Canary Fly. B-Rabbit might have beaten 1 or 2 of those in.